they are the protector of the old world. They guard our ngafa, and if you soli the va,
Isa!
Anna, you can't interfere with the will of the Teine Sa.
Fin Anna Sa Oya Saulo Anna Sa.
I think initially I was on the Zoom meetings to help workshop some of the scripts, and that was when I first started to see like, oh, I really enjoy these scripts. I think the first one that caught my eye was Teine Sa. I felt really connected to it. I liked that there was traditional stories mixed in with modern day issues. I really liked that, and I loved the creatives behind it, so it made sense. I think it's going to be really fascinating for young women, especially because I think that like being Polynesian is such a feminine experience. I guess I'm biased because I am a woman, but to see like how that generationally or traditionally can link to us is quite fascinating. I think especially my generation and younger are more intrigued by their culture and history, and this is going to be like a wonderful experience for them to learn about it. This job really taught me a lot about those goddesses, because I had kind of heard here and there stories, but this was like a really good opportunity to dive into it and learn a lot. The Siva piece probably is the most anxious I've ever been in front of a camera. It's such a vulnerable thing to do, and also I grew up doing it and I knew my mum would see it, so I was quite scared that it would be bad. But I'm also really thankful that she made me do it. My sisters and I do it growing up, because it did make that piece feel a bit more natural. But for me, like, I just felt very vulnerable and embarrassed doing it, but I had so much support. I got to do this really intense fight sequence with Dom Araki, who plays Tuna, and Ash and her stunt partner Stephen came in and helped us, and they just basically showed us the moves, and Dom is also really coordinated and easy to work with, and they just showed us within like 10 to 15 minutes, and we were able to do this dance, because it's really just a dance, as violent as they can look. You just have to make sure you step where you need to step and put your arm up like sometimes it's like an inch of a difference that could make you lose your teeth. But I think they really like trusted us, and the more we practiced it, the easier it got. But having Ash and Stephen there just makes it so much easier. I've done some fight training, boxing, I've done a little bit of kickboxing. That's way harder than doing stunts. Stunts is a walk in the park compared to training, but I'm so thankful for it, because it just like teaches you fitness, how to throw a punch properly or a kick. So then when you are playing a character who's super able, you don't look like you're just going like, you know, you don't want that. You want it to look legit. So I'm really thankful for all that training that I did years and years ago. Each of the characters all had their strengths. And actually some of them I felt quite similar. I think as an actress I always wanted to differentiate each woman, because I wanted people to see that I could play different characters. But I think the thing that was really beautiful about them was what really linked them. Like, you know, a lot of them had trauma and or kind of still finding their femininity or womanhood, but then all of them were like quite smart and clever and charming, and so once I found the similarities, it was easier to see who they were in their own worlds. That's what made it easier to differentiate them. But they were all great and challenging for me.